Now it's time to talk about closing. Closing is the end of the road. It's the finish line. It's what everybody's excited about. Contracts are great, but I want a closing to happen. So once everything's done throughout the contract, due diligence, the title, all the parts have come together, the buyer has gotten their loan approval or their funds are available now for closing. They've closed on another home if it's a contingent purchase. We can schedule a date and time with the title company. Again, if you're not going to be local, you should have given us that information previously. We would set up the remote options. If you're going to be local, we can reserve a day and a time with the title agent. I prefer sellers and buyers to close separately. It's become more commonplace now. Buyers and sellers, the closing disclosures are separated. You don't see each other's numbers anymore. It's all that CFPB stuff that passed a few years ago. So what's important is what's important to you. What time and what day do you have a preference on? Now, we have an on or before closing date in a contract. So if it's going to be before, everybody's got to agree to it. Worst case, it goes to the on date, but on or before. Now, is it common to be ahead of schedule? No, but it can happen. So if you have days and times you don't want, tell me before we execute a contract so we know to avoid those. Title companies do not work on Saturdays and Sundays or federal holidays. As a seller, you likely will sign less than 25 things. It will take you 20 minutes maximum to sign those things, depending on if you want to read everything or ask questions. If you want to read stuff, just tell the title agent, she'll send you the paperwork, or he'll send you the paperwork beforehand so you have more time with it. But as a seller, you're signing way less than a buyer. So you really don't need a full hour. So if you're worried about jamming it into a work schedule or things like that, just let us know. We'll coordinate it accordingly. And again, remote closings are possible. We can send a notary to your desk at your office. They can have you sign anywhere in the world if you want via a video mobile notary. You just have to have a laptop, an internet connection, and a camera where they can take a picture of you and physically watch you digitally clicking to sign something, because they record the whole thing. 9 to 5 is when they're open. Money gets processed through the Federal Reserve. So if you're selling the house and you have a payoff and your overage is getting sent to you, if you sign early in the day, but the buyer doesn't sign until later, the Federal Reserve stops wiring funds at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So funding is what officially makes the house not yours. Funding in our contracts means the lender and the title company have the authority to release the money to you. It does not mean money hitting your account, okay? So when they say it's funded, but you don't receive your money, you no longer own the house and they owe you the money. But if you close at 4 o'clock on a Friday and the funding doesn't happen until 4:59, you're not gonna get the money until Monday, but that doesn't mean it's still your house, and it doesn't mean the buyer doesn't get to take possession. If you have questions about this process or want more details, call, text, or email me anytime.